Does the gentleman from Jackson yield?
I do.
Proceed, lady.
Thank you, gentlemen. We spent a lot of time this session trying to get you some rights.
Yes. I'm going to try to make this quick. We've heard a lot of debate today from the other side of the aisle about just how much they love life and how pro-life they are. But I don't want to hear that you're pro-life when you look at an 11-year-old girl who has been raped by her father, tell her she has to have the kid, and then not give her the services to raise that kid afterwards. That's not pro-life.
Thank you.
Just yesterday, we heard on this floor, our colleague, the gentleman from the Franks district, stood here and told us that he was leaving this body because of mental health issues. I don't want to hear that they're pro-life until they have the same sort of debate to make sure that we're addressing mental health issues in this state as we should. And by the way, instead of lining up to hug him as he leaves, how about next year we come in and address the issues about the lives that are being lost in his district?
Yes.
The lady from Scott has year after year after year tried to address the prescription drug program in this state. And year after year after year, there are 6 conservative senators that block it. Don't tell me you're pro-life until you stand up to those senators and let the dime in for that. And don't tell me you're pro-life until you finally stand up and address the fact that too many teenagers just like me that are gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender are killing themselves. Don't tell me you're pro-life until you address those issues. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Madam Speaker, may I please inquire of the gentleman from St. Louis City, Meredith District?
Does the gentleman from St. Louis City yield?
I do.
Proceed, lady.
Thank you. Gentlemen, we've had a lot of emotions on the floor, and it's only going to continue when I start talking. But I believe the gentleman from the Schroeder District spoke a little out of turn on what this bill does, and I wanted to give you a moment as an attorney to break down in as quickly as possible what this bill actually does.
Thank you, lady. Thank you for the opportunity. I had hoped to talk, of course, in great length. As briefly as possible, I think it's really important that people in this body understand this bill is not an 8-week ban. This bill is a conception ban. This bill has language that if any part of Roe is overturned, then we institute a ban from the moment of conception. And we're not just talking about, a procedural abortion. We're talking about, it's defined to include a medicine that a woman may take to terminate a pregnancy. And that includes prior to implantation. And we're talking about potentially taking a morning after pill a felony, a Class B felony.
So the morning after pill, that prevents pregnancy. So if I get raped, and I need to take the morning after pill, and I choose to do that, then I'm going to get a felony.
Under this language, I think so.
What else is in there?
Well, I would say the key to that is not only is it a ban there's no exception for rape, as we've talked at length about. So if your body is used against you, you're raped, it's now going to be forced to be used against you for 9 months and possibly kill you. No exception for incest, but there's also no exception for the health of the mother or even the viability of the baby. So if a baby is without organs that are appropriate, you are forced to continue to grow that baby inside of you. Forced to grow it, potentially kill you while that baby is suffering because you are no longer allowed to have an abortion without committing a Class B felony, lady.
Thank you, gentlemen. Madam
Thank
Speaker,
you.
may I